transport. That's a good one. Asmara is just right here. Yes, sir.
Check MC.
Yes.
You check. What is MCR saying? Because someone said this.
With Galamsey, the evidence is all over. Now, even on highways at risks, food stuff from farms, heavy metals are being discovered in food stuff from farms. We are reliably informed. The backyard of the president's hometown, Bole Bambwe, Galamsey is being perpetuated with ugly impunity. Ugly impunity. If you look at the SDGs goals, the interrelated function of Galamsey on food security, land conservation, water conservation, we must rise, because the concern and the substrata concern of food security is important. Because without the land, we can plant. And Ghana is an agrarian country. We are here to appeal to you. You know how persuasive your interventions has been over the years. We have presented a petition to the presidency, and we have brought a copy to you as an important player, hoping that if it is the case that the concern has consistently and repeatedly been coming from the minority, and therefore it is seen as partisan, we wish you take time and go through this petition.
I want to hear their voice.
Okay.
I want to hear their voice.
And we are expectant and hopeful that you will put in a word. We have taken the trouble to put the footages, the video footage of the violence that occurred at Ablekuma on the pen drive for your perusal. This is a civil approach. We are not resorting to any violent antics. We are coming via a petition, and we are confident that you will act in your wisdom to help foment our democracy. It is all we have. We are grateful.
Right. Thank you very much. You will also observe that currently we have very small number of women in parliament. So after the presentation, we are going to call one of our women to also speak on this particular issue. But we'll do the presentation first. Yes, okay.
Two people out of how many people? Over 100 hooligans, thugs who were government sponsored and despite to go and exert that kind of mayhem. You arrest two, and then we should clap for you. It's shameful, it's disappointing. And so they have benefited from democracy, but we don't want democracy to degenerate to a point where the president who will be declared president of Ghana will be the one who had the most macho men, will be the one who had the most violent people. The member of parliament who will be declared member of parliament will not be the one who had most stamps voting for him, but the one who had most violent people, killing people and bastardizing people, injuring people, should be the one. What we saw in 2024, NDC with violence, going to various coalition centers, putting guns to the head of electoral commissioners and declaring seats for themselves, as we have seen. The 188 seats we saw, most of it, that's how they did it. We don't want that to fester. 50% of that. Most of them, that's what they did. They just go there and then put a gun, put weapons to the head of electoral commissioners and expect them to make declarations in their favor. And many people
to tell you exactly what is in this petition, and I am also requesting that I'm taking this opportunity to also apologize for being a little late for this, but due to no unforeseen circumstances, we could not be able to meet the time as has requested. So I'm going to call on the Chief Whip, which is Honorable Anodom Prayer, to do the delivery.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Deputy Leader.
Yeah.
Members of the board of CODEO, we greet you and we bring you good greetings from the mighty, or your mighty minority in Parliament. So we gave you heads up on why we intended to come here. And we have already been to the presidency. We've also been to the Dean of the Diplomatic Corps. But in the scheme of things, we know how important CODEO is, especially in our fourth Republican Constitution. Your contribution, significant contribution to our democracy is not in doubt. And so, on the matter in issue, we find it prudent that whilst we reach out to civil society and all parties who are relevant, we should be here. The summary of our petition borders on two important subject matters. The first one has to do with the creeping violence into our electoral violence into our body politics. And the second one has to be with the Galamsey. We concede that the Ablekumanov 19 rerun polling stations is not the first time we recorded violence, especially with the fourth Republican Constitution in wake. However, we also believe that as a people and as a fledgling democracy, we can't ever be relapsing into the past. We have to get progressive and make meaningful progress in building our democracy. So those who say that, well, it has happened before, it is happening here, it is happening there, it's not a tenable reason. It's not a tenable reason, and we don't accept that at all. We think that we must get progressive and we must move on as a developing democracy. We are also upbeat because elections is part of democracy. Unfortunately, we got one of our members passed on, and per constitutional imperative, we will have to go for